Today I wanted to share with you 3 things that I've learnt about harvesting food out of my garden. Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. I'm really glad that you're here. So it is midwinter here in my home of Yandina in southeast Queensland. And up until now, it is very mild. We have a very mild winter. And up until now, the garden has been looking great, and most of it still looks really great. At the moment, it's cold and it's wet, which is quite unusual. We're not usually, as soon as the rain comes in, it starts to warm up. I have had these tomatoes going really, really well, really surprising to me. I'm still learning about this, so I'm surprised that my tomatoes are looking so good in the middle of winter when it has been reasonably chilly. They were starting to look a bit sad, so I just decided that I was going to harvest most of the green tomatoes that were on them. They're a Thai pink egg tomato. Again, they're new to me, but I've found them to be really good, really prolific, and they've been doing really well in my climate. I have found tomatoes difficult. We get a lot of fruit fly where we are, so these Thai pink egg tomatoes going really well. I picked most of the green tomatoes because I'm going to make a green tomato pickle. So they do go red, so they're not a green tomato. I'm actually picking them unripe in order to make a pickle out of it. So that was the first thing I harvested. Second thing I harvested was some chilies. I don't know what variety of chili they are. They were seeds that were given to me, or maybe seedlings that were given to me perhaps. But they're quite large. They're not a sweet chili. Some of them are quite hot, well, reasonably hot. And so I'm going to make a chili powder out of those. Then I have a parsley bed, not on purpose, but I have a parsley bed and it's been doing really well. But I just thought with all this really wet weather that we've been having lately, that it probably needed some thinning out. So I've picked some parsley. I'm going to dehydrate the leaves, make some parsley, ground parsley out of it, dried parsley. And I'm also going to do something with the parsley root, probably dehydrated, I think, in order to use it again in the future for ferments. I'm just going to see how that goes. That's an experiment. I know that it's normally a specific variety of parsley that people use in order to use the root. These roots are very small, but it really gave this corn that I did a while ago a really nice flavour. So I thought some of the plants were really big, so I thought I'd give it a go. So that's a bit of an experiment. But the 3 tips I have for harvesting food is, first of all, know what you're going to do with it before you harvest it. I have been guilty many times of that needs to be harvested. I'll take that in now. I'll work out what to do with it. And then I get stuck and then I haven't got enough to do whatever it is that I decide I'm going to do with it or whatever. And so it rots on the kitchen counter or in the fridge. So know what you're going to do with it before you harvest it. This is for people who have obviously got smaller gardens. You know, I'm not relying on my garden to eat at the moment. I'm just gardening and eating as much that I can get out of it as I can. So know what you're going to do with it. The second thing I would say is do it immediately. Have the time to do it immediately, because again, if you don't have the time to do it immediately, all of a sudden a week's gone past, it's past its best, and you can't do what you're going to do with it anyway. And that goes for something that you're going to preserve that you buy as well. Like, have the time to do it straight away. You end up not being able to use it because it's past its best and you can't do what you wanted to do with it. So that would be the second thing I would say. The third thing I would say is don't harvest too much, particularly things that you don't absolutely have to harvest. I'm going to show you. This is how much parsley I harvested. I didn't need that much parsley. What was I thinking? So try and stop yourself from harvesting too much of whatever the thing is, unless it really, really needs to be harvested. So there are my tips for how to harvest food out of your garden and to do it well. Please give me your tips below. I'd really like to know. I really love that people have been commenting on my videos lately. It'd be great to see more of those. Thanks so much. See you soon.